KJ, what's the mentality going into tomorrow playing Nevada?
We're just trying to come back victorious. We know that this is the last game of the season, but we're not treating it like it's the last game of the season. This is the start of a whole new season for us going into the conference tournament and into March Madness. So we really want to get a hot streak started here and keep the streak going that we started with Colorado State. So it's just looking to be victorious.
Now you had a lot of weeks to process it. Any part of your first loss was good, just going into the tournament, just understanding, like you say, we're not invincible, but now you have a week to process it. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that we kind of learned from it. We definitely learned from our loss and where our weaknesses are, where we need to get better. But at the same time, we kind of had a reality check. I think that was the best thing for us, to just have that reality check and be able to experience a loss, be able to experience how that felt for the first time this season, and to go into the rest of our games not wanting to feel that way anymore.
How do you guys approach a game that really there isn't a whole lot at stake? I mean, seeding is decided for you guys. Seeding is pretty much decided for them. You have the goal of going undefeated in the Mountain West Conference. That's done. There's a conference tournament next week, but really your bigger visions are beyond that. How do you approach a game like this?
We just approach it by not focusing on those things and those factors, just approaching it like it's any other game and just valuing the game and being grateful that we have the opportunity to play basketball in front of millions of fans and on TV in a ruckus opposing crowd. So you just have to eliminate all those factors that will have us resting on our laurels and find anything to motivate us to treat it like it's the most important game of the year.
Matt, how much is last year motivation? What happened last year in Reno?
A lot. The last 2 years I've been in Reno, I've taken losses. So it's definitely, for me, I definitely want to go in there and get one entirely. I mean, they're undefeated at home. They got a hot streak going as well. So I think that we have more than enough motivation to go in there and try to get a win.
What's it going to be like to see the best offense in the conference go against the best defense in the conference?
It's going to be a fun game. There will be a lot of strategy going into it in terms of the coaches and how they approach the game. But there are two talented teams out there that are going to put on a show for the crowd.
Coach has said that, he didn't say that winning isn't important, but he said the most important thing in his eyes is that you play well. Is that something that you can process, or are you guys just all about winning?
I think going into every game you want to play well, so I don't think that's any added pressure. The last two games we haven't been shooting it like we needed to, but we all have quick memory loss, and we just flush it and we're on to the next game. And even in the game, you see that we're still taking shots, even if one of us has missed 4 or 5 in a row. That's just how we're wired on this team. So I think our confidence is still there, and coach is just holding us to a high standard and a standard that we need to be held to. He knows that we're all great players and we need to perform like we are great. So no added pressure, but we just need to put the ball in the basket.
For both you guys, why do you guys play so much better on the road? I mean, you almost never see that in college basketball. But you guys, it's pretty striking. And the last 3 games we showed, probably your best game of the season at Boise, and then have a couple struggles, lose one, and barely win one at home.
Honestly, I think we have fun playing on the road.
Really?
I think we go in there with a mindset that's kind of like we want to upset the opposing crowd, the opposing team, and kind of just suck all the life out of it. And bring that life to us, and we kind of enjoy that and going in and disrupting home arenas.
For me, this is just my first time playing in all these arenas, so I want to leave every arena with a win. And just being on the road is just a new challenge every game. You never know what to expect. You know that it's going to be a tough game, but you just never know how things are going to, unfold. And no disrespect to the VI's crowd, but when you're at home, you know you're going to sell out 12,000. You know they're going to cheer, But when we went to New Mexico, it was hostile environment. When we went to Colorado State, it was just a whole different feel. So I just think we look forward to the challenges and just overcoming and breaking streaks of home winning records and things like that. So I think that's just something that we take pride in.
I mean, you've been on a lot of different teams. Is there something unique about this team when you get in that locker room, close the door, and you're on the road and you hear the crowd thumping?
It's just a feeling that I have when I'm on the road, and I just feel like the momentum is on our side, and I just feel like we're about to go out and attack. I feel like everybody in the locker room just knows that it's just us in there, and nobody else really wants us in here to win. And we go on the court with that shared camaraderie, and we want to shut the crowd up, and I think that we've done that all year.
Matt, is there any difference about playing Nevada earlier in the year than tomorrow night?
Yeah, definitely. We're two teams that are more polished than they were earlier on in the season. So I definitely think it'll be fun from a fan perspective to watch and be able to watch the game of basketball with the best two offensive and defensive teams in the league. So I definitely think that it makes a big difference in it being later in the season, and that'll be a good game.
When you guys look at Nevada, what's the thing that you guys look as an emphasis to take away what they're good at?
Their guard play, they do well with their guard play. They do great with it. And they get downhill, they shoot the three at a good clip. Lindsey Drew is now shooting the three. I think he's been struggling in the past couple of games, but he can still knock it down. And then Jalen Harris, of course, he's just an electrifying scorer, 25 a game. And so we're just looking to go in there and shut them down in their home court.
KJ, last time you played Nevada, Yanni had a really great game, big double-double. The last two games maybe haven't been up to the standards. Are you going to look to give them the ball this game before the
We're just going to stick to our game plan. Just like I said, the last two games, everybody hasn't been up to par. So singling out Yanni just doesn't seem fair in my eyes. We all haven't really played up to our standards. So I think we all have to go in there with the mindset of trying to get a rhythm going into the tournament and trying to get back on our offensive streak. So like I said, we're all confident. We're all in the gym. It's just a matter of, taking and making the shots that we work on. And when they fall, they fall. If they don't, we just have to stop them on the other end and find other ways to win.
KJ, I think as a senior, you get some say in what road uniforms you wear.
Yes.
You wear the Reds.
If it was up to me, I'd just stick to the black and red. I like the black and red theme on the road. I think that's become our staple. It looks good, and I just think superstitious-wise, I just want to stick with it because we haven't lost. So if it was up to me, I would stick with the black and red.
Isn't it up to you, though?
A little bit, but in terms of the alternate jerseys, I think they just kind of impose their will on that.
Are you guys superstitious about the red after two kind of shaky performances in it this year?
I am.
Yeah.
I am, and
You are too.
I just want never wear black at home again.